Yo, what's going on, guys? Rose here, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to get spirits easily and how to also get familiars, because I think a lot of people are confused as to how to get these little guys. But before we start, make sure you guys like and subscribe if you guys like this, and let's continue. So the first thing first is what I do. I bring Takarota. You want to bring only one farm. You could bring Hakura Rin if you have her. If not, then I guess that's fine, but she is very nice to have. You can bring any DPS, it doesn't matter what trade it is. So for me, I'm going to bring Igris, I'm going to bring like Sun Jin-woo, right? We'll bring Gojo, obviously, and then I'm going to bring final character. Doesn't matter who it is, so I'm going to just bring Sukuna, right? Well, Sukuna is huge here, but if you have him, awesome. If you don't, then it's not the worst thing ever. So just bring a team with like 4 DPSs, or 5 if you don't have Hakura, and then let's just go right into the gameplay. All right, here we go. We just entered. Now, if you don't see the Monarch, I think it was like King's Burden or whatever, you want to click whatever debuff you have. You just want to press yes, right? Let the wave go. All right, once it's done, you just want to click on the cogwheel, just restart the match. You want to keep restarting until you get the King's Burden one, because what this one does, it gives all of your units Monarch, but your farm is reduced by 40%. Now that doesn't really matter too much, because you'll see later that it doesn't really become an issue, because you have 50 waves in order to build up your entire team, and since you have a whole team of Monarchs, it shouldn't be like the worst thing ever, right? So we're gonna let these enemies pass by a little bit, and I'm gonna show you basically where to set up, and you could just kind of like farm this like extremely easily and just get like every single hard modifier. And I forgot to unpause my recording, but right now I got King's Burden, which makes all your units Monarch, which is basically what you want to do all the time. And now we got range. So now for early on, you just have to have your units here, and we should be basically golden for like a really long time. So just basically make sure your Hakura's in the middle, just surround them with all your DPS units, and kind of just like stall out until you can max out your Takarota. Alright, so here it's wave 10. We have our Takarota maxed out. Do be sure to get these talismans. Now the talismans, you can get them one right here, one over here, one can spawn right over here, I believe. One can spawn in this little like box, and then one could just like be levitating right here. Now that we got that out the way, now what I normally do is I like to have my Sukuna and AoE at early stages, because it's very nice. I like to hold on to my talisman to like the very end, because I do like to stretch out how long we can have a certain amount of money. So here I'm going to just use it so I can just clear out the entire stage. Turbo Granny should die, I believe. So close, but we're going to use another curse there. Normally she is normally able to kill. I guess I should have upgraded my Gojo there, because he would have been able to reach. But here we go. Here I'm going to just take... See, I already have a lot of dodge here. Am I gonna get more dodge? Most likely not. So we're gonna go for cooldown. But depending on the situation, you could just get a lot of damage, or a lot of boss, or a lot of like bad modifiers to help you all get more wisp. But right now, since it's like the early game, you just kind of want to be safe and make sure that you actually can clear these waves like reliably, instead of just like being on the very like edge of it. Here I'm going to be taking, I think, range, because having more range is going to allow us just to essentially just snipe them from a really long side. Now at this point, I think I'm going to just start actually getting a lot of more debuffs, because we are getting a little bit too many like you want to balance it out. You want to get a lot of good buffs, but you also want to get like a lot of debuffs so you can get a lot more wisp. So it's kind of like you kind of want to balance it in a sense. But right now you can see that Gojo can almost cover the entire map. That's not like this corner right here. There you go. I'm going to activate the Gojo ability here. And if he just starts killing all these guys, he should be able to get his passive up like real quick here. Now, I should have probably waited until I had max purple, because he would have probably like wiped out everything here. But that's fine. It's not the worst thing. There you go. We got Gojo's AoE, so that's going to help out massively. And now that we have my Gojo max AoE, okay, this time we're going to take strong enemies. I think we're actually able to take it, considering we're actually killing them right in the front. So yeah, because you can see the range actually comes into really like play like heavily here. So we're gonna do, now that we maxed out Gojo, we're gonna be just getting Sukuna's AoE ability, because when he's Monarch, His ability does like nearly like a million damage because of the 300% buff. This is one of like the best abilities, is decreasing the active ability by 50%, because this makes Gojo's ability go down to like every 30 seconds, and then making the cleave go like, see right here, to 90 seconds. Normally it's like 177 seconds or something like that. Yeah, 180 seconds, there you go. So that's really nice. And then having the void be basically on a 30-second cooldown is insanity, to be honest. So if you do see the press it, I do recommend getting at least 2 of them if you're able to. So just keep in mind if you ever do see that modifier. Also, I guess one thing that's nice that Gojo's able to actually show you where the talismans are, so that's pretty neat. Here I'm gonna just get a little bit more range, and I think that's enough. Yeah, yeah, like as you can see, dude, I'm covering like the entire damn like map here, almost with like every unit. So that's pretty nice. And then on top of that, with the debuff, with the buff that the press it, you can see that Sung Jin Woo's ability is kind of like popping off like insanely fast, which is buffing our Igris here, which Igris isn't the best Monarch unit as much as he used to be, but still good nonetheless with the Igris and Sung Jin Woo combo. Alright, that's awesome. We got the champions buff, so we're gonna get increased by 75% here. If we can get a harvest before like wave 40, that'd be awesome, but let's hope that we can. Now that I have all my units maxed out, really now is just kind of the waiting game until we finish the basically finish this. Here we're gonna just do a little bit more damage to bosses, because since we have champions, they are gonna be a bit of a problem. But yeah, I do wish that this event was a bit shorter. Not a lot of people want to farm 30 minutes for like 3 multis or 2 multis at best, but I mean, hey, they don't want to do macro stuff, so it is what it is. Ooh, here we got a pretty good one. I think I'm gonna take the common loot, because you can just get 3 different buffs. See, damage, slayer, and cooldown. Normally those are really nice to have, because it just gives you literally like 3, so that's nice. Ooh, here we have another press it. I'm gonna do this one, and we're gonna basically have our things 100% cooldown off. So I believe Gojo's gonna have like an 100% uptime with this now. So if we go look at him real quick, once he pops his void here, we're gonna see he should be at 15 seconds, I believe. Yeah. So here he's doing it for 15 seconds, and I believe it should be 100% uptime. So let's just double check this real quick. Yeah, basically 100% uptime. So once it like leaves like a couple seconds away, the Sung Jin Woo, I don't know how long his ability is. Probably gonna be like, we're about to find out in a second once he does it. Sukuna's also going to have his cooldown reduced massively here, so having 2 press hits basically guarantees you a win, so that's very, very nice. But I think we're almost done, and basically we're not struggling at all, really. Now, I'm not gonna lie, here I might have died, because I did choose a lot of strong modifiers here, but let's hope that we don't die here. As you can see, the talismans don't really do that much damage late game, but it's something, I suppose. So let's just pick up the remaining ones that are here, and these are gonna be like our final talismans of the game. So just pick all of these up right here. And let's just hope that we can actually beat this, which we seem to be beating it pretty fine here. They're not getting like, they are getting kind of to the halfway point, but I think we just got it under control because of the press ability. The 30 seconds, this is 30 seconds, this is every 18 seconds, it's doing 288, 8 seconds, like, we're doing damage. We're doing a lot of damage. Alright, so at the final one does need a talisman, so do keep in mind of that. And I mean, we're kind of just done, so you just want to spam as many, all the talismans that you have remaining. Should be the final remaining one we have. See, look at the T-posing granny right here. We just kind of keep spamming all of our talismans and hope that we kind of win here. because the enemies are getting a little bit tanky. Like right now, like they have like 3 million health. They're really tanky, but I think we got this in the bag. And if not, well, it is what it is. I kind of showed you guys what to do. Just don't with what you guys have. So yeah. Alright, there you go. We finally finished it. We end up with basically 3k here. And that's about it. I will say that you do have a chance, like a 10% chance of getting a familiar. And now these familiars do work. It says exclusive. I think these only work on the wind units, but I think you can put them on, yeah. Yeah, so you can see here, Granny's Guidance, damage to nature units by 4. And in critical chance, 10%. Critical damage every time until you land a crit. So what you could do, just put it on. Now I'm not sure if this is going to work how I think it's going to work, because you're not going to get the first passive, but maybe the second passive. So Toji here, he has a 5% crit chance. So if we look at him, I don't know if he's going to have the buff. So let's look at view real quick. We're going to have to go in game to check out if it does work on him. If not, then I guess it only does work on wind units, but let's go see real quick. So yeah, as you can see here, Toji does have the familiar right next to him, which I think it just floats around. Oh no, it moves wherever he moves. But we can check, he does have the 5% crit chance. So basically this does work on no matter who it is, even if it doesn't matter about the nature, but you do want, or the element, but you do want to make sure that you kind of use this to your advantage. Obviously nature isn't the greatest thing in this game, so do keep in mind of that. All right, before I wrap it up, I'm gonna see if I can get anything for my multis. So let's hopefully we can get like Okaran or something here. Let's see. Got Toto. I already have Toto, unfortunately. Nothing here. Nothing here. Nothing there. And that's basically it. Yep. Alright guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys like and subscribe. And I'm gonna catch you guys on the next episode whenever I said episode, but I'm gonna catch you guys on the next video whenever I get Okaran, Poini, or any of these guys, because man, this grind is a little bit annoying, but it's not the worst thing ever. We've seen worse before, but it just takes too long. But catch you guys next video. Bye bye.